Mike Perlack here to talk to you. Well, I had another incident yesterday, like what happened this past summer, where it ended in me having to kick my father out of my house. It's the usual thing. I figured we would watch something that, we could both enjoy together, a little film documentary you might have heard of called The U.S. versus John Lennon. And we got about 20 minutes into it, and he was going on about how John Lennon is anti-American melting pot. he's not into that whole mixing thing, Like, you have no idea what John Lennon stood for, do you, buddy? Well, it escalated from there, of course, and then he just says, "I put my foot down. There's never going to be anybody in this family marrying a black person." And of course, I guess in the future I'm just going to have to learn to bite my tongue when he says stuff like that and say, whatever, okay, fine, okay, yeah, you're right, John Lennon is anti-humanity, yeah, you're right. Jeez. But that's harder, that's hard when you become a real man in this world. It's a project to have to participate in somebody else's delusion. And given what modern feminism has done to women, I'm probably just going to be on my own anyways. Because I won't participate in anybody's, man or woman's, self-delusion. But going forward, I guess I'll have to bite my tongue in the future. Yeah, whatever, you're right. Yeah, John Lennon was racist. Yeah, you're right. Anyways, the U.S. versus John Lennon. Awesome documentary film, though. It's got those. There's several clips on social media, shorts of some of the awesome things John Lennon has said, including that thing about I wish these politicians could just write down what they're trying to do, because I don't know what I don't have a clue what they're trying to do. I don't think they do. I think they're just all insane. And I'm liable to be locked up for saying such a thing. Obscene people with obscene objectives. Yep, that's our politicians right now, in a nutshell. And then what really boils my blood when he goes on about this stuff is he'll bring up stuff that his sister, my aunt, who's now deceased, said when they were children. Like, yeah, your aunt, she looked at a black person and goes when they were children. But that's the thing, and it's his mother. My grandmother is the one most directly at fault, who has raised him in such a way where I don't know what she did, where she went wrong with him, but what was the word the courts used for it? Oh, mentally incapacitated. Yeah, that's the word that the court system used for it when we were kids. And it's all in the court papers. Mentally incapacitated. Because years later, I have memories that contradict what he says. Because he'll go on about, yeah, if your aunt was alive, she'd agree with me, and your uncle would agree with me that the blacks are the lowest scum of the earth. He did say that too. And they have bugs. What the hell? They have bugs. Given his most intimate and direct contact with black people has been in the incarceration system in this country. With that having been said, I guess it does make sense to a degree, his opinion. But it is his mother, my grandmother, who paved the way for him to grow into what he is now, an adult child, intellectually. But I have memories of my own that contradict what he says. For example, I remember saying to my aunt one who's now deceased, one time. I tried to talk to my father and tell him about the show Seinfeld. I said, you gotta check the show out, Seinfeld. It's funny as hell, man. You gotta check out Seinfeld. His exact reaction, I can't believe you watched that Jew. What the hell? I'm just trying to relate to you, buddy, and just trying to tell you about a show that's funny. And I can't believe you watched that Jew. And then later on, I recited that memory to my aunt, and her exact reaction was she scoffed. He's never going to change. That was her exact reaction. So see, my own memories contradict what he says about other family members. Because he really is a child. He thinks that his sister still thinks the way he did when they were children. That's what it is. Back to what John Lennon was saying, though, in that documentary film. Yeah, he's right. These people look at says the people, they say power to the people. Yeah, the people have the power. Unfortunately, the elites have been successful in making many of them, just you young people out there, talking to you, believe that government is mommy and daddy. Government is your mommy and daddy. Pray for us all. That is the awesome quote, though, from John Lennon. I wish these politicians, these leaders, would just state simply what they're trying to do. Because I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to do. I think they're all insane, and I'm the one to liable to be locked up for saying such a thing. Pretty much is. Pretty much. Whoop! There it is. Well, I just had to get that off my chest. So remember, Mooney Blues. Wherever you go, wherever you do, whatever you say, say it with love. Mike Berlack, thank you for your time.